Welcome, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you more than you know. And thanks to all my subscribers. It's great to have you here. If you haven't subscribed, please think about it, okay? Because you never know, you might find something interesting. Have you ever been on a roller coaster? My first big roller coaster was when I was 40, and I decided to gather my courage and just get on it. And afterwards, I was like, what was I waiting for? I was afraid. That's what it was. So here's the thing about creating a YouTube channel, and that is that you can go on this emotional roller coaster. Numbers go up, it's great. Numbers go down, sometimes that can affect your whole day. And here's how not to let that happen. You cannot control the numbers. That's it. That's a sad fact. But you can control the effort that you put into it, and you can control how you feel, your response to your creation and the numbers that show up afterwards. We do have this ability to control how we feel. It's not just something that we have to give way to. Oh, I'm feeling sad. And then, unfortunately, sometimes that sadness can affect other interactions in life. Like you lose patience in doing things, or you're agitated with somebody else. But meanwhile, in the background, the back of your head, probably in the front, you're brewing over this, gee, my numbers are down, or they're not what I want to be. They're not what I expected. They're not what I hoped for. So you want to try to avoid letting that influence your your day. So I have this saying, never let the adverse numbers of your YouTube channel determine how you're going to feel. And that's something that you can apply to the rest of life, in that you can say to yourself that you're never going to let the adverse words or actions of another person determine how you're going to feel. And that's a learned behavior. And it's one that can actually lead you into more joy and more peace in life once you learn how to master it. When you're creating a YouTube channel, persistence is a key word. It's really important. And I would suggest that you put yourself on a schedule. So you have a day where you create your video, and you have a day where you do your editing. Tuesday is usually my day for editing, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what I'm working on. So, and I just try to keep that schedule. I block that time, and that's going to help you compartmentalize some of the feelings that you have. Here's some of the things you need to keep in mind. And one is, you have to believe in what you're doing. You have to believe that you're gradually learning and gaining new skill. You want to be able to have a good self-acceptance, which means recognizing what your strengths are and knowing what your weaknesses are, and you major on the strengths. Your strengths are what you bring to your YouTube channel. It's what helps motivate you and energize you to actually get something done. Acceptance of self is important because it's a confidence issue. And you want to be able to approach your videos with a sense of confidence, because it's going to reflect, and your viewers are going to feel what you feel. Yeah, you can influence them. Acceptance also means quelling the negative voice, the critical voice that's going on inside your head. Learn to make short accounts with that. You can acknowledge it, say, yeah, I hear it, as if you're talking to another person, and there's no schizophrenia here. It's just that we have this conversation going on inside of our heads all the time. You may not be totally aware of it, but it's going on. So sometimes the conversation is very encouraging, but when you feel discouraged, you need to deal with those feelings. And so you can deal with the feelings by bringing forward your sense of confidence, your reasons why you created the channel, which can be a big help to overcoming the negatives. And think about the things that you actually like and enjoy when you create your channel. It is a creative process, and engaging in creativity always stirs up positive endorphins, some of the feel good chemicals in our system. So you want to try to bring yourself to that place. It has been said that it takes 3 positives to overcome 1 negative. So if you are experiencing a negative, like, I could have done better on that video. Why did I say that? I should have edited that out. Or why did that person comment like that? These are some of the negatives that you might feel. When you experience those, bring back 3 positive things, which could be I like creating, I like doing editing, I like researching, I like analyzing, I like these processes, I'm learning something new. And if one person gains something, it's a good thing. So as you grow your channel, you're growing personally, and that's always a good thing. And the skills that you learn as you're creating your channel, the confidence that you're gaining, the strengths that you're majoring on, these things help or are useful in all of your other relationships and other things that you're doing in life. So you're growing as a person while you grow your channel, and that's a positive. What you want to do is you want to learn to compartmentalize your sadness, any negative feelings you have. You just kind of put it in a little box. Don't major on it. Don't focus on it completely because it's not the total of who you are. You learn to compartmentalize it and keep short accounts with it. Like you can acknowledge it. Yeah, it's here. But then major on the more positive focus, which you have. And here's something interesting. The numbers don't always reflect what's really gone on inside for you, what's really happened in terms of being able to create and grow as a person. Numbers are just numbers. There are goals sometimes reflected of goals that maybe we've achieved or not, but you have to think about some of the intrinsic value that you're gaining. And as I mentioned, even if one person has gained something, this is a good thing. It's a win-win. They won, they got something, you win. You got a lot, probably a lot more than they do. So, in summary, here are some points that you can think about. Number one is you want to focus on the quality of your content. Just that's your goal. You're growing, you're learning, you're creating new content, you're learning new skills. Focus on that. Set realistic expectations for yourself. Know that fluctuations in numbers, in how many people have viewed and how many people have subscribed or unsubscribed, that's part of the process. It's going to happen. And honestly, if you had, let's say, 1,000 or 10,000 viewers, one or two dropping off is a drop in the bucket. You won't even think about that. It won't even matter because you know that you're producing good quality content and people are enjoying it, no matter what the numbers are. So focus on the quality of content and your expectations. Have realistic expectations and just know that the roller coaster is going to happen. Stay consistent. Focus on your audience. Remember, even if just one person has gained something, this is a good thing. So focus on that. Remember that you're in the process of learning how to engage your audience. Ask yourself, what are they getting from this? Just what value am I offering this person? And remind yourself the reasons why you started this channel in the first place. Remember that success takes time. I know for some people, yeah, they had a great idea and it took off. But if you think about things like, okay, 2 people that I particularly like to refer to, one is Walt Disney. He was very persistent in his dream and it took time. And part of his dream, like the opening of the Magic Kingdom, happened after he had passed away from illness. So, but the dream came about, it happened. And he was in the process of creating that dream even while he was ill. The other person is Steve Jobs. I actually met him in California years ago when I was an Apple computer technician. And he had a dream, and it took time. And you run into little pitfalls and different things that you have to overcome. So, persistence, again, is a big key in keeping going. So, find ways to help yourself not get on the roller coaster. Not, I mean, some of it's going to happen, but how to get off quickly. Make those short accounts and continue on. You can do this. You know you can. It's why you started in the first place. So, happy trails to you, happy journeys, happy YouTube channel. And if you've made it this far, please don't forget to do a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stick around. You'd be surprised.